and welcome to today's Mobile Member Spotlight. It's Samantha with Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce, and I am thrilled to bring you some spotlights of our members who might not be in the region. We're looking for sponsors for this series. It's a great opportunity to show you as a supporting member of the community and your fellow members. So if you're interested, reach out to us at the office at any time. So today I am here with Tammy Mallett of the Catalyst Home Team. Welcome, Tammy.
Thank you, Samantha. Good to be here. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you, opening up your office to us and, telling the community what you're all about.
Great. Thank you.
Excellent. So are you ready to get started with some questions?
Yes.
Okay. So Tammy, tell me what makes your business unique from the competition?
Okay, well, I don't really look at the other real estate businesses as competition.
Yeah.
We work together, with other real estate agents and teams. One thing that does make us unique, though, I think, is diversity. So our team covers New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and we have taken a lot of sort of problems, listings that haven't sold, and other buyers who weren't able to find a house. Looking and just turn those around into success stories in areas that really are out of our normal area, but Quincy, Mass, north of Portland. We were over in Hinsdale, New Hampshire, by Brattleboro, Vermont. So it's an adventure, and we love that. Our team loves the adventure and to help problem solve.
Yeah, that is a big, I'd say, asset or a tool in your tool belt, when it comes to somebody who may have those challenging times selling their home or buying, and you're ready to go wherever they need you.
Yeah, and we're passionate about that. Our team is best in industry professionals, professional stager, home inspectors, photographers. The team itself, we are very diverse. So we're able to problem solve and overcome challenges, and we are really passionate about that with our clients.
So tell me, what made you start this business?
Well, I think there were a lot of paths that brought me into real estate. I have memories as a 12-year-old working on Hampton Beach with my grandmother at Farr's Famous Fried Chicken. And my mother was a realtor, so I went to her office 12 years old and really enjoyed seeing her. It was an inspiration back then, as a lot of women didn't work outside of the home. When I was 19, I decided I would buy my first home, and I was going to UNH.
Wow.
And I remember meeting the realtor and at the home, and she said, wait here. And then she went inside and she came back out, and I said, what did you do? And she said, I went in and picked up the dog poop on the carpet. So it wasn't the nicest house. It was a manufactured home on lease land, but I bought it for $20,000, and the next year sold it for $35,000 and bought a 3-family home at 20 years old. And the realtor at the time, Ron Lemieux, said, when you're 25, come back to me and work for my real estate team. I asked him why I couldn't do it right then. He said, you're too young. People won't take you seriously. But at that time, I felt inspired by the opportunity to build wealth through real estate, and at a young age to start investing and owning my own home instead of investing in my landlord's equity. So that's a thing that, inspired me to get into the real estate business. And when I was getting my MBA, that's when I got my real estate license in 2010 and my broker's license. And then the rest is history. It's been, I wish I had started earlier.
So what is your most memorable customer story?
I had a client, Roger, and he was in his 60s, first-time home buyer. He did not have a cell phone. He did not have email, and he was renting. And I remember the very first showing that I had with him, he said, I've never lived in a house with a washer and dryer. And I felt like, wow. And he said, I don't think I'll be able to buy a house. And I was inspired, and it was very challenging looking at a manufactured home under 100,000 post-COVID. There was a lot of competition, and especially the technological challenges and being a first-time home buyer. But we worked hard and diligently, and we drove documents here and there and got through financing, got through park approval, and just handing the keys to Roger for his $80,000 home at 60 plus years old as a first time home buyer was a real inspiration to me. And that's what we're passionate about, is helping people in any price point for any type of home and getting them to achieve their real estate dreams.
Wow. I mean, that's something that you can't put a price tag on as well, is just that feeling, that fulfillment. I mean, you're never too old, and you made his dream come true. And
Right.
that is just, oh, that gives me chills. So if you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself right before you started your company?
Well, like I said, maybe I'd started earlier, but 2010, good enough. I think at the time when I got into real estate, teams were not a thing, and now they are. And I would have definitely loved to join a team so that I could learn more faster and accelerate my learning curve. You know, starting as a solo agent was pretty challenging. And it just took a lot longer to learn things, and having a team experience is great because everybody brings something to the team, and it's a good experience for the team, for every agent, and for our clients too.
Ooh, that's great. Yeah. Good. I love that. I love that. And again, you can't go backwards, but
no.
Moving forward, hey, you can pass that on to our audience today.
Right.
So great. All right. If you're not working, what's your local go-to spot?
Well, it's pretty easy, and that's one of the things I love about my real estate career is we live in the best place on earth. I mean, I love to visit a lot of other places, but really in this area, all four seasons. I mean, the beaches, the mountains, the lakes, hiking, cycling, and all of the, the little spots that we find in our real estate travels, from the small towns to little cities and beyond, Boston area. So we have it all. I love the beach, though. That's probably my favorite place.
And what's the best advice that you've ever given, or maybe you've received?
I think if I've received advice, it's been, working in relationships. And I would give that advice back out, is whatever career you're in, and I had been in the hospitality industry before real estate, building relationships and surrounding yourself with people that you like and that are good people, and giving back to the community. Really important. Through our real estate business, we're able to give back to local nonprofits. And 2025, we were able to donate over $11,000 back to local nonprofits. And we're lucky to be able to do that, and we're happy to do that to change people's lives. But building relationships and networking, and we have so many opportunities, which is how we connected. And one of my favorite networking is the Exeter Chamber of Commerce. And I love, as we go back to that word diversity, going to a chamber networking event to talk to so many different people and learn about their businesses and their life experiences. And my advice would be just get out there and build relationships and have fun.
All right, Tammy, we're going to switch gears here and go for our speed round. Are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, tell me, email or phone call?
Phone call.
All right, e-calendar or paper calendar?
E-calendar.
So much easier.
Yes.
Right at your fingertips.
Yes.
Inbox, is it zero? Is it chaos?
It's zero.
I'm so jealous. Oh my God, that never happens. You might be the first one. What's your work soundtrack? Is it music, silence, a podcast?
I would go with silence.
And what is your networking go-to move?
Networking go-to move, as I said earlier, chamber events are probably my number one. Love that. But we're also a member of the Seacoast Board of Realtors and the North Shore Board of Realtors. So those are very fun events. And networking is not just events for us. Yeah. It's really just every day working with agents, working with our colleagues, working with the inspectors and the photographers, and all of that is networking.
Well, I know that I learned a lot today from you. I'm happy to be able to share with the community, like I said. Thank you again, and I appreciate your time and meeting your staff as well. So from Samantha and Tammy, I want to say thanks for watching our Mobile Member Spotlight. If you, again, are interested in sponsoring this terrific series and promoting some other chamber members in the community, reach out to me at the office at any time. And in the meantime, we'll see you at our next networking event. Take care.
Thank you.